So today we have Mivi Fort S36 soundbar, and this is a 36 watt speaker, and the current price is, as you can see, 2,999. that means 3,000. However, in the big billion day I ordered it for 2,000, and I think for that price it was a pretty good deal. And actually I bought this speaker based on the several reviews on YouTube, which I think are kind of biased, because when I bought this speaker the reviews were not as accurate as I was thinking. So we will talk about that later in the full review, but before that let me show you what are the box contents. So this is the main soundbar. As you can see, on the bottom there is a 2 rubber cushion, and on the front the Mivi branding with this fabric design on the front, which looks really premium. And on the top we have buttons to power on for the volume and for the next, and there's a mic. On the bottom we have subwoofer output, an a port for the aux cable, a slot for the micro SD, and a USB slot and a power slot. So that's it. Apart from this, we also get this subwoofer. As you can see, the size, you can see it's not a very big, it's kind of small, I would say. As you can see, so this might give you a fair idea of the size. If I bring my phone, this is the size. This is the size of the subwoofer. So here it's not a very big, it's a kind of small subwoofer. On the front it has again got a fabric design, and it feels like a wooden material. Apart from that, we get a aux cable and a power adapter to power the soundbar and the subwoofer. So talking about the Mivi speaker, and honestly I was expecting a lot from this soundbar based on the reviews which I saw on the YouTube, but I was kind of a bit disappointed. However, that is just one part of the story. I kind of also liked the whole soundbar, because this looks really premium, and the sound is good. Actually, I won't say it's a bad, but it's not just up to my expectations. So yeah, that's the difference. And talking about the loudness, this is a pretty loud speaker. And so let me first talk about the good things. So the soundbar is kind of loud, and considering the size, it's not a very huge, a very long soundbar, but still it's really good. And if you play the song at 50%, so even this soundbar produces some kind of bass, and that kind of adds the whole sound experience up to some extent. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing. Also, talking about the subwoofer, you won't feel the bass until and unless you are 40% or 50% and above. Below that you won't feel any bass from this subwoofer. So yeah, the bass is not really strong, and even on this on the bottom has got 4 rubber cushions, which is a good thing. And the build is good. It is a plastic material actually, but yeah, the plastic used here is like of really good quality. I'm actually impressed with the quality of the speaker. The fabric used here looks really premium. Even the branding looks really good, and the plastic is like of really good material, good quality. And I think that's the reason, like when you play anything on like 50% or above, the sound through this soundbar is really good. Even the bass produced from this soundbar is like almost like, I think, equal to the subwoofer which it come with. And I will definitely play the sample song to make you understand like about the quality of the sound it produces. And talking about the things which I didn't like, first, that even if like I'm connected with the aux cable, I have to turn it on each and every time. So like it's connected to my laptop and I have to switch on the adapter obviously, and then again I have to press this button to turn the whole speaker system on. So I have to do that every time I switch on the computer, so that's kind of annoying. And apart from that, I was kind of expecting a really good bass from the subwoofer actually. And yeah, you can see the size of the subwoofer, it's very small, but still I was expecting a good amount of bass from this subwoofer, but I was kind of disappointed. And I was actually previously planning to buy a tech speaker which kind of produces like really boomy bass and very thumping bass. And I'm kind of a bass lover guy, so I wanted a boomy bass speaker which which can produce a good overpowered bass, you can say. But yeah, I was disappointed because the bass is like really balanced. The sound clarity is actually good. The sound clarity even at like very high volume is pretty good, but the bass is kind of on a lower side, or you can say like pretty balanced. You won't feel that thumping bass from this subwoofer, and whole sound throughout the volume, like even from 10% to like 90%, the sound is pretty balanced. You won't feel like any extra bass, and like there is no system to control the bass. Like I cannot control the bass amount of bass. Generally lots of speakers have that, but this one is not having that. And also like this doesn't come with any remote, so if I'm playing any song, and so I have to like control everything manually. I have to adjust the volume manually. There's no remote provided with this speaker, so that's really one of the downside. And it's only 36 watt speaker, so I think maybe could have provided some sort of battery with this speaker which can be used to play this soundbar independently without the subwoofer. So I think that would be like really good. But yeah, I cannot complain much because I bought it only for 2000, and in this price you don't have like really good options. We do have couple of in-tech speaker, but yeah, the sound clarity in tech speaker is very average. So yeah, that's all about the speaker. Let me play some songs to make you understand about the sound quality and the bass quality about on this soundbar. So let's turn on the speaker. So we need this button.
Power on. Line in connected.
And for some weird reason it makes this kind of noise with the whenever we connect 3.5 mm jack. So I will start with 30%. So this is like 50%. So as you saw, it gets pretty loud and the voice is like pretty clear, and the sound quality I feel is like very clear. Like I don't hear any or feel any distortion in the sound, even at like 100% or even like at the max volume, and even with the like very high frequency song. So that's a really great thing. Although I would have loved a little more bass into the speaker, which is kind of like I would say on the lower side or maybe like pretty average. So overall the sound quality is good, and actually for the price it's really good. And if you're not into like too much bass, you prefer like a balanced sound and feel like you should have a speaker that can produce a really crystal clear sound and a very balanced sound, then definitely this is a really good choice and you should definitely consider this. But if you're someone who is like me, who is a bass lover, who like a really thumping and boomy bass, so definitely this speaker is not for you. You should look like some other speaker. And hope you like the review, and this will help you to clear the confusion about buying this speaker. And yeah, see you in the next video.